Alrighty, let's get on with Parker's mission. We'll retrieve the data, and the secret, well, they're not really secret, I guess you just might not find them if you didn't do this mission. There's a couple of dossiers that you can't ever get at any other point.
Go ahead.
Chill, Parker, I'm going. Be cool. You wanted me to be a stealth ninja about this, remember? You said, be all sneaky, and that Westridge doesn't like people breaking the rules. Ooh. Well, that went a little bit less well than I'd hoped. I was hoping I was going to be able to get up behind him and get him underneath the I don't know what you'd call it, underneath the roofing? I don't know, that place. But unfortunately, he was not playing ball. Fortunately, we had evasion, so we didn't get caught. Now then, you are a little bit trickier. Because you're sitting right there. Mike, turn the fuck around. Thank you. Okay, so this particular mission, this mini bonus mission for Parker is actually a lot easier if you don't go and customize Thoughton. Because if you don't go to the locker, you never get changed out of your scrubs, which have a sound dampening rating of 5, which is the same as the casual attire that you can equip once you get to the mission hubs. But I find that to be a little bit gamey. Just, specifically not getting changed for this one particular mission. And it's not that difficult, especially if you're playing a veteran run. If you're playing a recruit run or just a regular run, I guess maybe it's not as gamey. But when you're playing a veteran, you basically have all the abilities you need to breeze through this section without it being any trouble whatsoever. Of course, I would have liked it if I could have picked from the various armors that we have available, because I wouldn't have picked this one. I would have picked the stealth armor. Okay, so let's get up against here. Get up against there. Thank you, Mike. And we'll open this up. So this guy is the final person between us and the dossier info that we have to get to. There is more dossier info down on the bottom floor, but we're going to go back for that on our way back through this section. I'm pretty sure he's going to turn around and face us, so I'm just going to wait for him to go through his patrol pattern again. And then we'll go jump him. Give him a tactical hug. Come on, off you go. Alright, let's go. Tactical hug! Alright, throat chop then, Mike. I was just going to give him a cuddle, but whatever. So there's the data that we needed. I'm not entirely sure why it's in the medical center. I don't know. You can't read it either, so you can't find out what exactly it was. And there's some info on Alpha Protocol. So actually, we probably can read that. We can. I probably won't do this very often, looking at the dossiers, but I'll do it right now. So we found out that it is a government organization, and also technically used by agents that are classified as rogue. And it's basically around to make sure that you don't have to worry about red tape. The insignia has the Latin phrase on it where no one can follow, and the ring of stars and arrows represents patriotism and military might. Okay, fair enough. Also of note, Alpha Protocol field agents are often responsible for something that's been nicknamed the Yellow Brick Road. While the agency will provide agents with funds and tech needed for their assignments, agents are encouraged to build their own pool of funds and resources, mainly so that they can't be traced back to the agency. According to records, this means that since Alpha Protocol's inception, almost every field agent has had to set up private safe houses, accounts, and armories for their own use, and yet none of this can be directly accessed by the Alpha Protocol agency itself. So basically, everyone has the ability to just go off and create their own Alpha Protocol. Kind of a sobering thought, when you think about it. Okay, so now we have to get back to Parker. Unfortunately, that's not all that difficult, because there is only one more person that is going to be appearing between us and the escape. And that will be on the bottom floor. I guess I could run through this particular section, but I'm not entirely sure when he spawns, I don't recall. So we're going to be all nice and sneaky and use our silent running to take him down when we get down there. There's also some dossier info on the bottom floor that we have to get, as I mentioned. So down we go. And we'll avoid the obvious camera again. Go left, Mike. There we are. Now, obviously, if you were playing a recruit run or something like that, you wouldn't realize that this guy was here. And so you'd just, you turn the corner thinking, I've cleared this area. Surprise. Good day to you, sir. Stay down. So we got some info on Westridge. And there's some info over here on Nasri, I do believe. Nasri. So we know a little bit about him. I don't think we can actually read Nasri's info right now, because we haven't been told about him. Oh no, we have been told about him. Okay, so we got 50% of his dossier. And he's a weapons trafficker based in the Middle East, and he has connections through Moscow, Eastern Europe, and has been responsible for selling off large Russian weapon stockpiles. And Westridge, we found out about the fact that he knows his job. He's not a field agent, he's a supervisor now, and he's pursued this role aggressively. And that he likes to watch people and try to figure out their tics. He used to be a CIA agent, and he's been with Alpha Protocol for 5 years. Parker is very, very old, compared to most of the other people here. Westridge is kind of in the ballpark for his age, but compared to most of the other people, Parker is very obviously older. And we don't know all that much about him. Mina, well, we know that she's in charge of figuring out stuff for Desert Spear. So, we're a little bit in the dark right now, but that will change soon enough. And there's the Alpha Protocol logo, in case you didn't see it. And where no one can follow. So let's head back out of here. We could actually just run, because there's nobody else who's going to yell at us. That guy, even though he's standing right there and saw us coming out of the area we're not supposed to be in, doesn't care. Alrighty. Parker, I got the thing.
Did you do as I asked?
I did.
Data, no problem.
I'll download it from your PDA. Were you seen?
Nah.
Not that I know of.
Yeah, well, then that'll have to be sufficient.
Now that you have this file, anything you can tell me about my real assignment?
You're going to the Middle East to recover stolen prototype missile technology. Your probability of success is in the lower 20th percentile.
Wait, I'm going to the Middle East?
I've downloaded intel onto your PDA. That should prove useful when you reach your destination.
Cheers.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it, Parker.
We're exchanging favors, Agent. We're even. And that's an important lesson in our line of work.
So when am I shipping out?
After you finish your orientation with Westridge, it's customary for him to outline, in his slow and plodding way, his expectations for you. Then he'll send you to fetch, like a good dog.
Arf.
So you get to stay in the kennel, then?
Yes, an apt comparison, Agent. And if I were you, I would relish my time on the outside for as long as possible.
I plan to.
Right.
Was there anything else?
Well-
Intelligence analyst, huh? Find any yet?
Excuse me?
Intelligence, I mean.
Ah, humor.
Fine.
Yeah.
That joke killed at graduation.
It's no joke. The smallest event, if analyzed incorrectly, could have great repercussions.
Like butterfly wings sparking a tornado?
Oh,
that
goodness.
kind of thing?
Spare me the butterfly cliche. Guerrilla actions, nuclear tests, exposing a corrupt politician, a rise in grain prices, and... yes, the downing of an airliner in the Middle East. All of these things have the potential to create larger catastrophes.
Okay.
Controlling the repercussions of these events, getting agents the information they need to put fires out before they rage out of control, that is my job.
Makes sense.
So when I'm in the field, my orders come from you, or another analyst. My job is, what, to listen?
Yes,
Pretty much.
it's a numbers game. But decisions must be made quickly. If the decisions are solely reactive or passive, well, then you operate at a disadvantage.
So sometimes you create events.
For political equilibrium, yes, at times. At other times, to give America an economic advantage.
I thought we were mostly mission-driven.
That is
We
the
are.
mission.
But even you will see the effect that even seemingly minor interactions have on the structure of a mission. Carry the logic one step up, and it shouldn't be hard for you to grasp.
Thanks, Parker.
Ever get much of a break?
The world is never asleep, and neither am I.
You know, I actually thought you were the janitor when I arrived.
That would either be an insult or an excellent deduction. I'm guessing the former.
Yeah,
I
probably.
was actually just trying to make conversation.
Suave Mike is kind of
Why
an
would
arse.
that be an excellent deduction?
Because, Agent, Alpha Protocol can only maintain plausible deniability as long as no one knows we exist. That means continually cleaning and scouring data, masking our communication lines, and protecting our global positioning.
Makes
All right.
sense.
I was just asking, no harm meant. I even take back the janitor comment.
The title fits, and apologies are necessary and unwarranted. So, in short, yes, I clean up after others, and if necessary, I'm the one tasked with shutting this program down.
Shutting it down?
Turning off the lights, putting up the chairs, locking the door.
Setting the
Setting
C4.
C4.
We don't use C4 for that purpose, Agent. But no trace of this place will remain.
But what happens to the... I mean, is there an escape route, or what happens?
What do you mean, Agent? Be specific. I dislike dancing around an issue if one exists.
Well, the program, of course.
What happens to the program? Seems like a waste of resources.
You're
Yeah.
correct.
Kind of does.
If ended, it starts again under a different name, with a new agenda.
You sound like you've done this before.
If I have, it's classified. Or perhaps I'm joking.
Somehow I
Are we
don't
done
think
here,
so.
Agent? I think I've answered all your questions.
Some of them, yeah. The others can wait.
Thanks, Parker. Alright. Now we are going to return to the locker, because, you know... Beard, man. None of that bullshit. We need a beardly beard. And the next person we're going to go visit is Darcy.
Mikey, be with you in a moment. I'm just setting some things up here. I'm Sean Darcy. I'm going to be running you through tech orientation.
Okie dokie.
I thought you were told I'd be coming by. The sequence isn't ready yet.
Huh? This isn't like booting up a computer, Mikey. We have a lot of tech to warm up.
Yeah, but you knew those procedures before I arrived. Were you not prepared?
Whoa there, Mikey.
You call me Mikey again, Agent, and I will knock you on your ass. I don't like your attitude, and I don't like you wasting my time. Now, whatever you have to do, get on it.
Hate to see you without the tranquilizers, Mikey. Mike, Agent, whatever. I'm glad you
Yeah,
finally showed
I'm kind
up.
of a dick.
But you might have gotten lost on the way here. Or were too busy beating up some more guards.
Neither.
Neither. Just surveying the area, actually. Checking out the facility.
Giving you time to get ready.
Yeah, sure. Oh, by the way, not a good idea. Hitting the guards, I mean. The ones here have a lot of time on their hands, and that means a lot of time to hold grudges.
I'll keep that in mind, but I wasn't expecting to be drugged and attacked.
A
Pretty
good
much.
agent's ready for anything, Mikey.
Hey.
But enough chit-chat. We got a lot of work ahead of us. Well, you do. I'm mostly here as an observer. I'll be doing your evaluation, too.
What's that out there?
Good to know.
Used car lot?
A target range for you. For me, more like a shooting gallery. Head out the door there and we'll get started.
All right, then.
Open the locker and equip yourself. If you use them all, just come back and grab some more.
We won't.
All right, everyone's favorite. Grenades. Let's see that arm of yours. Go on. Start checking them. They're concussion
All right.
rounds, so don't be skittish. They sting, not kill.
So as you can see, whoa. Thank you, game. Had a bit of a moment there. As you can see, grenades are pretty self-explanatory.
All right, now how about something more challenging? Try a ricochet to hit the target behind the wall. Lob it behind the target and use the wall for a hook shot.
No problem. Kaboom.
Now, try and get one through the window.
Okay. Window, you say? Not that window. Alrighty then.
Now for some fireworks. Try and chuck one beneath the truck and take out the gas tank.
There we go.
Never
boom.
get tired of that one. Now, see that electron
Now we just want to swap over to our EMP.
clock there? Use your EMP grenade to shut it down. Can save you time in the field.
Boop.
It's shut down. No more lock. Alright, see that locker there?
I do.
Let me guess. You want me to place one on the door?
So I'll just place it there.
Nice. And just in time.
Hey, Darcy,
Hide.
open up.
Guess some of the other guards will be pulling double shifts for a while. You know those guards you beat up when you got out of medical?
I do.
Yeah, well, they're gonna be joining us in a second. You've got a head start, so if I were you, I'd set an ambush or just start running. Me, I'd use the mines. That's what they're for.
Just give me a first shot at him.
There we go.
Devices. Hey, Thorne.
Yeah. Watching for devices.
Bastard.
That worked out well.
Damn it.
Get the hell down.
The doc's gonna be pissed. Alright, all done. Head on up, Mike. I'll give you a breakdown on your performance.
I nailed it, obviously. Gosh. Through the door, Mikey.
So, Mikey, you did all right on the basic run.
I did. 125, not too bad. I don't think you can actually get higher than that.
You know, that performance wasn't half bad. Almost as good as my record. How about we up the stakes? Take this to the big leagues.
What do you have
Alrighty.
in mind?
Alright, me and the guards, who you already met when you woke up,
Yeah.
pooled our petty cash. And we'd like to make you a little bet.
Alright. I'm listening.
It's a rematch, on our terms. It's simple. Disable all the alarms and escape the area in the time provided. And you take home the winnings. If you lose, you'll owe us.
Well,
Got
I
it?
won't lose.
Sounds good to me.
Just head into the range and we'll get to it, Mikey.
Alright then. Tell your team to get ready.
So if you
So
win
here
this,
we are. Rematch for you and
You
the
get 20
guards,
grand.
but on their terms. So listen up. There's alarms hidden all over the course. All you need to do is shut them down. But the guards are going to try and reset them. Every time an alarm goes off, another squad's coming in. And they all want a shot at you, trust me. Alarm goes off enough times, and you're going to get trampled. But you have the technology to beat them. So let's see you even the odds. If you can.
okie dokie. So, if you win, you get $20,000, which doesn't sound like a big deal. And yes, that was the previous shock trap that we set up going off. It doesn't sound like a big deal, but it is, because in Saudi Arabia you don't have all that much in the way of funds. You know, it would have been really nice if you went down to that. Still not going down?
Someone there.
Come on. Get in here. There you go. Alright, so we'll grab some more gadgets. And before we turn off the alarm, we're going to put some more shock traps around. So one there, one here, because why not? Oops, that wasn't quite what I wanted to do. One over here. One over by this door. One there. One there. And one just over here. Nope, just over here, Mikey. Gosh. Is that gonna ruin the other ones? No? Okay, well, no. And we're not going to turn off the alarm using the radio mimic, although that is something that we have available to us. We're actually going to turn it off at this box and save the mimic for another time. And
Nice, Mike. And there's the distraction.
go, 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 go. Now, run into my traps. Zap. And we'll turn off the alarm.
And there's the alarm again.
And you could actually just stay back here so long as you've set up some shock traps. So, unless that guy comes and gets zapped by one of them, we can hang out. There we go.
There you go. Sick of hearing them anyway. Thought they might have you for a second. Guess I was wrong.
Nah.
Alright, head on up and I'll call someone in to clean up the course.
I had it all under control.
Pretty thorough. Made a real mess of things. In a good way.
That's all I need. See you in the field, Darcy.
If you say so, Mike.
I do. Alrighty, and finally, the nice, easy part of the training. We'll go see Mina.
Hello? Anybody shooting in here?
Agent Thornton. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, you're the one I spoke to when I woke up in the medical bay. Glad that wasn't a hallucination.
It may have been. Do you remember my name? Or do I need to write it down for you?
Ho, ho, ho.
You're Mina Tang, the weapons specialist.
You've heard of me already.
I like to know the names of everyone around here who carries firearms, other than the guards. It's a quirk I have.
I see. But let's get down to the task at hand. I'm here to run you through the weapons training and test your accuracy.
Okay.
Any parameters to this test, and what firearms do you supply?
Assault rifle, pistol, submachine guns. The works.
All the
Shotgun?
important things.
That too. For the close quarter exercise.
Any special ammo?
You're thorough.
It's why I was recruited, and it's also why I'm alive today. Now, are we using special ammo or not?
Not for this exercise.
Fine. We ready?
Just head through the door to the firing range, and I'll keep in contact with you over the earpiece. Head over to the table, get your weapons, and we can begin.
Excellent. Shooting things.
The standard field agent package includes a pistol, SMG, shotgun, and assault rifle. Each has its strengths and weaknesses. Let's start with the pistol. Equip
Thank you
the
kindly.
pistol, then aim down range and take some shots at the target.
Blap. Boom.
Good
Too
aim.
easy.
Now, steady your aim for a few seconds. Then fire. Precision shots can take down a target quickly.
Ah, there you are.
Now, let's move on to the submachine gun.
Can we not? I don't like the submachine gun.
Now let's empty the clip. Let you get a feel for the recoil.
These things are terrible. And for obvious reasons, I will never use them.
Now take cover. Still using cover, take some shots at the target. Accuracy's terrible while firing blind, but it can get the job done, eventually.
And that's why we're not firing blind, Mina.
Now try popping out and focusing your aim. You can use cover to your advantage here. I've unlocked the door to the tactical range
Too
on your
easy.
right. Let's see how you do against some moving targets.
Pistol?
Now,
Thank you.
with the pistol, you'll want to be patient and attack when targets get close.
Ah, there you are. So we'll just follow this target across, steady up our aim, and fire.
Good.
So like like Parker's evaluation, Mina doesn't really rely on you being particularly quick. You can get away with not being all that fast and still get a fairly high rating. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go for the points over the speed.
Now for the shotgun. Holding the trigger steady and firing can knock down even heavily armored targets.
Double shot. And we're just going to wait for these guys to go by and then come back so we can get another double shot. Too easy.
Good. Next.
And now SMGs
Now for
again.
your submachine guns. If you're trapped in close quarters with multiple opponents, the SMGs can help clear the room quickly. Not subtle or quiet, but...
I don't think I'd hate them as much if you could equip them with silencers, but you can't, so... Ooh.
And that's enough.
And finally, the assault rifle.
For long-range encounters, the assault rifle's the key. It's accurate, powerful. Just be sure to line up your shots carefully.
There we go.
Watch for
Again.
attackers from above. They may be out of reach, but not rifle range.
And once more.
That's it. Take the ladder, head up and back. All done.
So we should have nailed it. Zip. And there we go.
Good
So how
luck.
did I do?
I'm logging the results now.
Alright. Is somebody out on the course?
Darcy. He's trying to beat your time.
Mm-hmm.
If
Of
he
course
does,
he is.
then I'll just run the course again. I don't give up that easily.
I gathered that.
But he's supposed to be stationed in the tech area, right? Why is he in here instead of at his post?
As soon as he knew you were talking to me, Mike, he was in here in a second. In case he saw you as a challenge for my affections. It's like a cage match with you boys.
I guess I'll need a wrestling name for the upcoming match then.
I'll see if I can think of something.
No need. Thornton is already vaguely Norse, and heavy-handed enough for most people. How did I do on the course?
I like Veteran Mike. He's funny. So we missed 8 shots, but we still got 127 in total for our score.
That's one of the most impressive scores I've seen. With that in mind, you did so well, I'm wondering if you'd be up for something more challenging. A bonus round.
This course is a joke. Did you scale it down for that jackass? I could walk the rest of the way.
Jackass? Now I'm hurting.
So will Darcy. Did I mention we don't use live rounds?
No.
They still sting, though.
I'm listening.
Go in there, and if you can hit Darcy where it counts, that'd be worth a recommendation in my report. And worth some rep with Westridge. And it'd be earned.
Seems a little petty.
Sure, sounds good. Any preference on weapon?
These targets are pretty easy for someone to hit. Thornton could have aced this thing blind.
Give me the gun.
So we got a
Let's start with the
silencer as
pistol
well.
again. Don't worry. We're using tranquilizer rounds, so you won't be doing any lasting harm to your targets.
See, you say that.
Besides, turnabout is fair play. They drugged you, so...
You mean Darcy drugged me? He must die. So Darcy, about those grandkids.
All right, you're all done.
Ooh,
Head on back.
respawning ammo. Thank you. And we leveled up again. Hooray! I don't think that actually will give us anything right this very second. But it might.
All right, let's see here. Well done. Critical hit. I don't think I have to worry about Darcy coming by again.
Anything else I can do?
No, Agent Thornton. Mission accomplished.
Hell yes.
You haven't seen Westridge yet? You may want to pay him a visit after all the training is done. You've certainly aced this exercise.
Winning. So let's see. I believe we got a perk while we were doing the training as well from Parker. We got a custodial work. We also got one from Darcy as well, but they're not overly important. They're generally just things that help you in Saudi Arabia. They won't help you for the rest of the game, but 5% discounts here and there are always welcome. So far we've got a discount of 10% on Saudi vendors' intel and 5% on gadgets and weaponry. We won't really be purchasing all that much in the way of gadgets and weaponry in Saudi Arabia, so that's very, very handy. The 10% bonus is onto intel and such. We still can't level our skills up past level 5, so I'm going to hold on to the 21 AP that we currently have, and we're going to return to the interrogation room so Westridge can talk to us. Yancy, I'm home.